Hope you guys can see me okay there. I'll just give it a pair of seconds and wait for you to come on in. Hello. Don't mind the gym messy hair. Look, I've been running ragged working out this morning and all that. That's why I'm running late. So I do apologise. But hello, how are we? Hi. Now I'm on a different angle because when we do put these together, I'm just going to cook. I'm just going to cook one while we're on here, so that because we know what happened last time when I was making my tortillas and showing you how to cook them, and the whole system crashed. Okay, we learn. We're not doing that again, right? Right. So my first step is what we're making, for those that aren't aware. Yeah, sorry, I know I'm looking very gym, you know, I'm not looking very pretty for the camera today. No. We're making the rice noodle cakes today. This is a recipe that inspired me to recreate probably around 2017-18. I was at a cafe in Dunsborough with my girlfriend having brunch. It would have been 2017 because I was still doing the candida, not so much strictly the candida, but I was still doing you know, gluten-free and things like that. So I saw this in the cabinet and was like, well, that's pretty much all that I can really have is that. So I went to have that, and it was really good. That I played around with it for a bit to try and recreate it, and finally felt like I got that flavour I could taste that day. So this is what we're going to do. I actually do have the recipe published on my website. I published that many years back. So after this, I will put the link down for you guys, but I'm just going to show you how it's done. Hi, Shari. Hi, Jillian. I gotta remember now with all the hi greetings from Colorado. I love it. Well, greetings from Western Australia, Shari. I just said to my husband the other day, it's really loud in here again because all the Christmas deck's gone, the big fireplace we had that he made for me, and the tree's gone, so it's all very echoey. So I've got to remember not to try and talk loud because it's very echoey in here. I think I need more furniture to fill this house. Anyway, so my first step in this recipe is 100 grams or 100 to 150 grams of rice noodles, okay, and cook them as per your packet instructions. I basically use my thermo server for you thermo users. Basically it's two rice cake, like two, I buy them in a pack, so they come exactly like a little cake. So I use two of those because there's two of us, but obviously he gets to take extra for lunches and so on and so forth. So I put them in my thermo server, and then I just cover them with boiling water from the kettle, and I just keep an eye on them for about 5 minutes, sort of break them up with a bit of a fork, with the fork, not a bit of a, with the. So in there, now I do cut these noodles down a little bit. So I'll just show you, because in the recipe it says cut in halves and then halves again, and people will be like, come again now, what? So I'm just going to do that. Sorry. So sort of, you know, you've got them, cut them in half, half again, and half again, and that little bundle there all on its own. So that's going to make it a little bit more manageable when you're going to be using your half a cup measuring cup to scoop the mixture when we're ready. So that step is done. So I'm just going to put this to the side as we do. Then we're going to jump in. So you would need, for the veggie part of it and the herb part of it, I use fresh coriander. If you don't want to use fresh coriander, use parsley. If you don't have fresh coriander, just use grounded, a teaspoon of ground coriander. If you don't have fresh parsley, I mean, there's always dried parsley on the market too, you can get that. But I know a lot of people tend to have parsley in their gardens, or it's easily accessible anyways, yeah? So, are we following me so far? Give me a hands up, say yes, pop something in the comments so I know you're there. We're going to start with all the veggies. You need the coriander. We need, we don't want to see a bit of crunch, I suppose. So we need some coriander, about 40 to 60 grams of red capsicum, and just cut into pieces like so. I'm using my Lebanese zucchini. Don't know if you saw that video. I'm using that. That's 100 grams of zucchini and 80 grams of carrot, and chopped into that size. Yeah. So I'm going to add all of that in. That's the second step. Your first step is cook your rice noodles. So add all of that in. Just put that there. Lid on. So I want 5 seconds. Speed 5. Hello, Pamela. Scrape down our sides. Yep. That's what I'm looking for. You don't want it any smaller than that. You're going to have a bit of texture in your cake. Okay. So the next lot is we basically adding in all the rest of the ingredients. So that's about 10 to 15 grams of Start again, rewind. 10 to 15 grams of coconut flour, 20 grams of almond flour, 5 free-range large eggs, 2 tablespoons of sweet chili sauce, a teaspoon of turmeric or half a teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon each of minced ginger and minced garlic. So I'm going to add all of that in. So I've got my flours here. I'll add that. Add the eggs. And you're going to add your noodles too, of course, I've got to say that. But like I said, I will put this recipe up. I'm just going to show you how easy it is, basically. Over there. I know it's very tinny in here now with everything gone. So that's that in there. Sweet chili sauce. Now I'm going to add in my spices. You can even give it a little dash of lime juice if you wanted to. There, it's not on heat yet. So I'm going to use about, half a teaspoon of turmeric. I'm going to use a teaspoon of cumin. Pinch of salt and pepper. Always make sure you season. A little pinch of salt. Pinch of pepper. A little bit more salt. Never hurt anybody. Now we're going to add my noodles. Where did I put the noodles? Here. How are we? We're all very quiet in this group. Very quiet. Oh, look at that. Noodles everywhere. Noodles of noodles. I'm starving too after my workout, so this will be a good, look at there's noodles everywhere. They're a little bit dry. Dried out as they've been sitting for a bit. That's okay. All right, let's get that done over there. How's everyone's week going so far? All having a good week? No one wants to talk? Type? So we're going to do 20 seconds. Sorry, 30. No. Come back. 30 seconds. Speed 4, hit reverse. In your TM5, hit your reverse as well, okay? So you want it on speed 4, want to give it a good mix. On reverse. And I've made a right mess. I'm going to bring back my thermo server. Oh, that's good, Kelly. Yeah, I've had a good week, thanks, sir. Very good week so far. I mean, I know it's only Tuesday. Not too bad, not too bad. Have a look at that. Okay, I hope you can see that. That's good, Kimberly. I'm glad to hear. Yeah, my week's been good, thank you. So far, so good. This week is actually, on Friday is the 10th anniversary for me and my husband of being together. So we're planning quite a big weekend ahead to celebrate. So I'm just maneuvering things around. I've got a big week on. I'm getting back into my, so I'm going to pour this back into my thermo server. Thanks, Shari. Now I let this sit for a few minutes because I want the coconut flour to absorb that moisture. So these are gluten-free, vegetarian. You could even, if you wanted to, you could add some cheese to it. You could grate some cheese before you do the veggie part, if you really wanted to. I'll clean that later. I'll just give this a good mix in the thing. You see what I mean by if you give you, thanks Shari, thank you. You see that? Like, it sort of is easier to manage rather than if you've got long noodles. I know apparently it's bad luck to cut noodles, but hey, I was born with bad luck, so it don't matter. Don't matter to me. And if it matters to you, well, I don't know what I can suggest. You just have, use your tongs maybe, put them in a little mold. Good afternoon, Wendy. Well, good morning still for us, but yes, good afternoon to you in South Australia. So I'm just going to mix it. It smells good. Bit hungry. Just get something to, I'll be back in 2 seconds. As you can tell, it's been quite warm in Perth. Look, it's liquefied. And because I shut off the scullery door, the heat goes. Thanks, Kimberly. Yeah, they taste good too. A little bit more. So you want some coconut oil, whatever oil, your choice of oil. I'm getting back on the coconut oil. I'm getting back into this big health kick. I'm starting my liver cleanse after my nephew's birthday. I thought, well, I'll wait till he's had his birthday and then I'm going to start it. So I'm starting that on the 8th of Feb. But I'm preparing myself now because I haven't been, I haven't been very good on the eating department the last few months. So I don't want my detox symptoms to be that bad. I mean, they're going to be bad as it is, but I don't want to really go through all that yucky again and make it as bad as bad. The one thing I'm dreading is giving up the coffee again. Anyway, what do you do? What do you do? It's only 21 days, I keep telling myself. The alcohol I can live without, that's fine, but it's the coffee. Oh, the coffee kills me. 9 p.m. in Colorado. Whew. What is it here? It's 10 to 12 in the afternoon. So is that 9 p.m. Monday night, Shari? That would be, yeah. Wouldn't it? Yeah. It's 10 to 12 here Tuesday. I almost said Wednesday. No, it's Tuesday. So I'm just going to see. I don't want that, because once you scoop it, you'll see what I mean. I don't want it to be a big sloppy mess when I pull it into there. So you want to get this pan too. We'll get that on. And let's pray to the phone and internet gods that we do not overheat and shut my goddamn system down. Again, who remembers that time? You probably don't. Oh yeah, I have the herbal tea, Kelly. Always, yeah, replace it with herbal tea. Any sort of tea. It's just coffee. I'm highly addicted to coffee, but it's highly acidic for your gut. And it's certainly not good for the liver either. Hello, Coraline. Hello, Alexandra. So I'm going to, while we're waiting, we'll get that pan heated up. Your first few, you know, if you do get into it quite quickly, your first few will just sort of be a bit runny until that pan, you know, until the mixture keeps thickening. And if you find that it is too wet for you, you know, just add in a little bit more coconut flour and stir it through manually. Can you see the... I'm so scared this is just going to go like overheat. Right, can you tell me if you guys can see? Because I can see it, but I want to know if you guys can see the frying pan. What's everyone's Australia Day plans for Australia Day next week? Anything exciting? Getting there. Excellent, excellent. Thanks, Kimberly. Thanks, Shari. Thanks, Carissa, for letting me know. Someone, oh God, nearly cooked me. Anywho, shall we try one? I don't want to keep you guys too long. It gets boring otherwise. Especially for you guys. So it is getting a little bit thicker. So you want to do about a half. If you want them smaller, whatever, you can use a quarter cup, a quarter measuring cup. I was even tempted to, for my hubby, I've got a little love heart silicone mold, and I might do that later when I get off the video, and I was going to do it for him in a little love heart shape. See, that's still a bit wet, but I don't want to keep you guys waiting. I hope you can see that and hear that sizzle. And as you scoop it out nice and slowly, it will go into a little, you just keep putting it into a little round mold. See how that, you want, that's why you want that oil like that. You want your pan hot. And because coconut oil is a good one, it can take high heat. It's good for this sort of stuff. We shouldn't really use olive oil to cook anyway. So you want to cook that for a good 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Hence why I'm only going to be cooking one with you guys, yeah? Oh, crab fest. Yum. Nice one. So that definitely is still a bit too wet. That's okay. You just sort of keep manoeuvring it like I do, like that. So you want it really sort of starting to cook halfway through before you flip it, because once you flip it, you know, and that's probably what's going to happen, yeah, because I've left it too, yeah, because we're doing it too quick. 2 seconds, I'll be back. Oh, where are they going, Kelly? Where are you going? Good luck with that. I've given up taking our fur babies in the car, period. My God. After our last effort. Never again. It's hard because now we don't have a dog sitter either. And finding someone new and that you trust with you, it's just like anything, like when you know your babies, it's hard to trust people these days. So yeah, guys, let that mixture really set, or if not, just sit for a long time, because I'm rushing it for you. But yeah, you need to let that sit for a good, I think in the recipe, let me check what I've written. Yeah, you're going to need to let that sit for a good 5. And I'm too scared to flip it. Oh Christ, 4 hours away. Yeah, that was the last trip we did. Well, we were still in Bustleton then, so it was about 3.5 hours. But with those two, it ended up being 4 hours or something to get to Albany. Oh my God, never again. Never travel with staffies in the car. It's our own fault. We should have trained them better when they were pups. But that's life. Can you see that cooking? Yeah, I can see it. I'm going to bring it over here a bit. I'm still too scared to flip it, because it's still so wet. I have to let it sit for a bit. Yeah, same, Wendy. They loved it too. That's as far as we could take them in the car. Was with us when we lived in Bustleton, so that's by the coast. I don't know if you know about Bustleton. You probably know about the Margaret River region, Wendy. And when we lived down there, that's as far as we could always take them. They would love it. They would love going for a short drive to the park, where they could run, and the beach. They loved it. I better be careful not saying that word. Holy cow, one might come running out and we're thinking we're going to the B-E-A-C-H. And yes, we do have to spell out words just like kids. My God. Oh, have you? You've just adopted a staffy. Oh, Wendy. Female or male? And what's their name? They're the best dogs in the world. They really are. They are the best dogs. They're like little, see, that's broken a little bit, guys, because she's too wet. This one I prepared earlier. No, trust me, they are fine once you let that sit for a bit. I might actually, what I might do in the recipe for you guys is increase the flour, because I lived in WA for 4 years. Did you? Whereabouts in WA? Oh, did you, Shari? Yeah, you can. I'm still not too far from a beach, so I mean I'm not as close as 5 minutes in a car, 3 minutes even in a car, 5 minutes by the bike even. But I'm still close enough. I'm just going to get some paper towel, because once you do batches of these, guys, you want to drain them on a plate with some paper towel, yeah? That goes without saying. I know. Well, yes and no. I'm going to put this over here anyway because and then we're going to get ready to drain that little sucker. Put that over there. So I'm going to add more flour to it anyway. And I'll alter that recipe so that you aren't sitting there waiting that long. You see, they're firm, like once you do flip it, but it's just unfortunate that they are so good though. They're really tasty. They're great, you know what, as well for you mums. Stop. For you mums, they're great for lunchbox snacks too. I'm thinking of doing I'm going to do a compilation. Oh my God. See? Nothing ever changes with me. I can never put my words together on the camera. I'm going to compile a few of my recommendations for lunchbox snacks before everyone goes back to school. And I'll probably do that on the page. And then, you know, share it obviously with you guys too. It's nearly done. I'm going to turn that off anyway because it's getting hot. Oh my God, Amy Abba. Jesus. Mandarin, Narragin, Wagin, half worked in mines and on roads. Wow, Wendy. You've been here, there and everywhere, a bit like myself. Wow. I did a lot of my growing up in Williams. I spent a lot of my school holidays in Williams. That's for you, Wendy, because I know you'll know where that is. Yeah, loved it. Loved staying with my auntie there. We just actually went through we went through Williams on the weekend, catching up with my hubby's parents in Albany. Old gentle dog, Diesel. Oh. That's sad. He'd be really missing his owner too. See? Wish I could show you that side that's not so broken, but anyway. See? See? Oh, don't fall. You stay there. Stay there now. I'll bring it up closer. See? God, I don't want to see the broken bits. Pakora dishes, oh my God. Wendy, stop it. Yeah, Indian's my favourite food. So you could even, if you wanted to, you could probably scoop this into a silicone muffin tray and cook them in your air fryer. If you want to, I might try that when I get off the camera. Just give some a go in my air fryer. I'll let you know. So let's, stone benches, man. 2 seconds. Let's see. Let me drain that off. Give it a cut. Actually, let's put it on here to show you. See if you can. There we are. Can you see that? Yep, you can see that. Nice and golden. That's why I call them golden, delicious golden mounds. They actually were that when I purchased them from that cafe down south, they weren't golden. Well, not this golden, but yeah. Should I do a taste test for you? Okay. You didn't need to twist my arm or anything. But holy cow. God damn, it's going to be piping hot. Make them. They're really good. Okay, I have to go. No, I really do. I have to go. It's been lovely chatting to you guys again. Yeah, I know, I do that. I used to do that a lot, Wendy. You'll get used to that. I always do a little taste test for the peoples. Anywho, my friends, that is that. I'm going to leave this video up for a little bit longer because I know that there was a couple of people that mentioned to me that they wouldn't be able to make the time. So I'm just going to leave it up for a little bit longer, and then later on I will pop the recipe up once I take the video down. All right, toodaloo, have a wonderful day. Much love as always. Mwah. Bye for now.